Hello and welcome. My name is Ben Palmer and this is Zone Coverage. Hello and welcome to Zone Coverage. My name is Ben Palmer and I just got done watching the Milwaukee Bucks take on the Toronto Raptors. What an exciting one that was. Not really. It was a close game, but it was kind of dull, especially in the fourth quarter. Kawhi had a really good fourth quarter. Milwaukee struggled, lost 3 in a row. That is huge for Toronto, and they're going home as well. Milwaukee has struggled on the road against them, lost both games. Yeah, that was a huge win for Toronto. I thought if Milwaukee won this one, then I knew before the game if Milwaukee did lose, it's bigger for Milwaukee than it definitely is for Toronto. Milwaukee needed this win. It's kind of looking like it's over. And Toronto Raptors versus the Golden State Warriors, that's a good finals matchup. Honestly, I wanted to see Giannis win an NBA championship. That would be amazing. Because it completely defies the whole super team thing. You know, five All-Stars. But no, Milwaukee Bucks they basically have one. Let's be real here. Does Chris Middleton really count as an All-Star? He doesn't. Let's be real here. Chris Middleton doesn't count as an All-Star. He had 8 points. He had 10 rebounds and 10 assists. But if someone like Russell Westbrook had those stats, which in the playoffs he usually does, but if someone like Russell Westbrook had those stats, then everyone would say, wow, what a bad game. But because it's Chris Middleton, you don't expect all-star numbers from him, where Russell Westbrook you do, but even though Chris Middleton was an all-star, he shouldn't have been. It's only because the Bucks won so many games. So I really wanted to see Giannis win his first NBA championship. But, it's unfortunate. But I do want to see the Kawhi versus Kevin Durant matchup. If Kevin Durant's available for the finals. I want to see Kevin Durant available for the finals. Great matchup. Because usually Kawhi has Kevin Durant's number. Do you remember, it was the first season when Kevin Durant... Yeah, it was the first season Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, and they were versing the Spurs, and I think it was the conference finals, not sure. But the first game... Spurs up 22, and Kawhi goes down with an injury. That Zaza Pachulia stepping out injury or whatever. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I don't want to get into that though. But yeah, down by 22. I remember Kevin Durant having such a bad game because Kawhi was guarding him and all. Yeah, Kawhi just seems to have Kevin Durant's number. Yeah, that would be great finals. Milwaukee versus... I would honestly rather see Toronto versus Golden State than Milwaukee versus Golden State. I want to see Giannis in the finals, but also I think I would rather watch Toronto as a team than Milwaukee. Again, Milwaukee, not good at all. Not good at all. They're in a very deep spot. Yeah, Golden State's probably going to win another NBA championship. I thought Milwaukee would have put up more of a fight against Golden State than Toronto. But we'll have to see. The series isn't over yet. If Milwaukee wins the game in Toronto, they go back to Milwaukee, Game 7. They have a good chance. They just have to win this next one in Toronto, which is very tough to do because Toronto's crowd is going to be buzzing. Jurassic Park's going to be big. It's going to be big. Everyone's going to be there. Yeah, Game 5 was rough for Milwaukee. Very rough for them. Unlucky. I want to move on to... I haven't talked about Kevin Durant much going to New York or anything. Apparently, everywhere I hear, every NBA analysis and journalist is saying that Kevin Durant's going to go to New York, which... Honestly, I can see happening, but I don't think it's a done deal. I still think he might go back to the Warriors. Honestly, think he might go back to the Warriors still. I still have them top on my list. I didn't think he's going to LA. Neither Lakers or Clippers. Free agency's big this year. Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson. I don't see him going to Clippers. I can see him going to New York. Besides the Warriors, I would say that's his most likely destination. Yeah, but I don't see him going to Clippers at all. I think Kawhi has a great chance of going to the Clippers. I would say that's the most likely scenario. Because, he grew up there. Klay Thompson, I can see him going to the Lakers. I don't think he's going to, because he's not going to leave the Splash Brothers. I don't see it happening. But if he was not going to stay in Golden State, I do have LA as his number one destination. I think the Lakers definitely need a point guard. I would say that's top priority. They have Lonzo Ball, but honestly, Lonzo Ball hasn't been good. His rookie year or his sophomore season hasn't been good. Did he even improve? I think he improved a bit. But honestly, not impressed at all. Rajon Rondo getting old. I think it's time for him. I don't think he should be their starting point guard. I would put Lonzo over him. Or they could draft a point guard, Darius Garland. Or they trade for Ben Simmons. They could trade for Ben Simmons, not with LeBron, not for LeBron, but they could trade for Ben Simmons. That's also a shout. Ben Simmons for the pick and some young players, maybe Ingram, Josh Hart, I don't know. Maybe Lonzo. Probably the fourth pick in Lonzo would be the most likely thing to happen. So their starting lineup, if Klay Thompson went there, which I don't think it's going to happen, but if their starting lineup would be point guard Ben Simmons, shooting guard Klay Thompson, small forward LeBron. Depends who they trade. If it goes to Philly, maybe Brandon Ingram. Center, they definitely need a center as well. That's big for them. Maybe Brook Lopez because he can shoot threes. That would be a big pickup for them. He's going to be getting paid a lot of money. Definitely Brook Lopez should be on their priorities when it comes to free agency this offseason. Yeah, big free agency names. That game, I'm just going to go back to Toronto versus Milwaukee. That was... Giannis had a couple big plays. Like, he had a couple good dunks. He dunked on a few guys. But he didn't really play that well. I don't know why, but this Toronto, I've never seen... When I think of Giannis, I never think of him not being a dominant player. Because he should go on the post more. Because when he drives, I don't know why, but they're just so good at staying in front of him and crowding him so he can't go anywhere. But because people like Eric Bledsoe haven't been able to hit shots, they just double team him, which is ridiculous. I don't think they should be playing Eric Bledsoe because he can't hit a three. Before this game, he hit 2 threes or something. He hit 1 at the start, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he hit maybe 3. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he hit 2 threes in this game, but still not a great 3-point shooter. You need George Hill out there. Or maybe run Giannis at the point and surround him with shooting guard, I don't know, Pat Connaughton. Small forward Chris Middleton, power forward Nikola Mirotic, and center Brook Lopez. I think that's what you got to be surrounding. I think that's what's got to be the end game. At the end of the game, this is what's going to happen. That's got to be their lineup for this end of the game, especially. You can have Eric Bledsoe out there for maybe, 20 minutes, but it can't be at the end of the game. They need shooters. If they're going to keep Giannis, who can't shoot, they need to put shooters around him, which is what they've done all season, but Eric Bledsoe is not cutting it on the shooting spectrum. They need to surround shooters with him. That lineup at the end of the game is great. All 3-point shooters besides Giannis, which frees him up so he can pass the ball and get it to someone who would be wide open for 3 if they try to double, which would create so much more opportunities for their offense. Talking about Toronto. Toronto played really well. I was really surprised about how good Toronto's bench have stepped up against Milwaukee in this series. Philly, they didn't step up at all. I thought it was just Kawhi and maybe a couple other guys, Marc Gasol, But this game, they all stepped up. They outscored Milwaukee's bench by like 20 points. Really good for them. I thought they played really well, and I think Toronto's going to win in 6. That's going to be it for this podcast, though. I'll do one tomorrow, and I'll see you guys in the next one.